Greetings, everybody, and good evening. Welcome to a Twilight Struggle doubleheader here on the official home of Atlantic League Twilight Struggle. We've got a real treat for you today. First, we've got an ITSL game between Ted Livermore and Ajoy Chakrabarti. Ted is joining me for this game. Ted, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Justin. Thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that you recorded this game. I always ask Ted to record his games and send them over to me so that I can brutally mock his plays. And today he agreed to do that, so here we are. And then after that, stay tuned. We'll keep it right here for a Champions League game. This is the first in what I hope will become a series of games. This will be Ryan Pindulic and Antoine Donnell. This will be what I hope will be a showcase of Atlantic League players playing in the Champions League. Hoping that they fare well this year in one of the premier Twilight Struggle tournaments. And so I just want to make sure that those players are getting the exposure they deserve. Ryan is a great player, and so I hope you'll stick around for that one. Ted will comment on that one as well. But first, let's get to this Ted game. So Ted, before we start, just help me understand your ITSL standing here. I believe my recollection is that you are 10-8. So if you win your last two, you've got a good shot at the playoffs. But if you lose either one, you're done. Is that the long and short of it?
Yeah, that is the long and the short of it, Justin. So,
Okay. All right. So this is a win or go home for Ted. So Ted, why don't you go ahead and get the video started, and we will get going here.
hey, yeah. So yeah, this is one of my last two games. Looking back, I've lost to pretty much all the good players. Had a tough eight AR bear trap loss in one game. So going against Ajoy here, and there are two plays that are just very bad that I'm really dreading, and then two others that I can think of that are questionable that I think you're going to object to. So
Okay.
we will see.
So questionable as in crazy and like I would never let you do that in a team game, but it worked out for you type of situation.
Um, no, I don't think I did anything like totally nuts. I mean, I'll tell you right now, there's an unsafe missile envy that happens,
As
but
US, that's fine, but okay.
I think it's
Yeah.
justifiable, to be honest. No, I screwed up the order. It was really like the order of a couple of plays that was pretty bad. I think you're gonna object to some of my turn one strategizing here.
Okay.
Um,
Well, I like your headline. This is a no-brainer containment hand. You should be able to get
okay.
a clean 5 ops out of this, and should be able to score Europe Dom. Maybe steal South Korea. I love playing a contained Korean War. My second favorite card to play with containment as US. You know my favorite one. But yeah, this would be a terrible hand without containment, but with it, you could get some stuff done.
Yeah, no, I was pretty happy with this. I was thinking right from the get-go about spacing Nasser. I reconsider later in the turn, but the whole idea. So Vietnam bad. Hoping I don't see Asia right away. I think as the U.S., that's what you don't want to see after Vietnam. Like if they go into Thailand, Laos, I think that's better as the U.S. than them just scoring it. I don't know what you think.
Yes. Well, that's worse. This is the only thing
This
that's
is
worse.
yes, this is definitely worse. This is the worst case scenario. Yes, this is the last thing you want to see.
Yeah, I would much rather see the scoring than a duck coup. Okay. Oh, and he gets the exact right roll. Obviously, I'm sure he'd rather have a 6, but other than that, that's the
Yeah,
perfect roll. So yeah, that's I don't know if it's a disaster, but that's a real bad start here.
it's not good. And now I have the issue where like I'm gonna have to spend all these ops, messing around in the Middle East and Asia when I really want to get them into France.
Yeah.
Can't do the Korean War thing just yet because I have to stay alive in the Middle East, even though I have AI war, just Suez taking you out there is so bad.
Yeah, if you load up France and you don't get out of Israel, yeah, that's a nightmare. Um,
And I also wanted to be able to play AI war at some point, as safely as possible since
yeah,
it's worth three ops here.
yeah, you'd ideally like to play AI War, get into Lebanon, so it's a 6 only. But okay, you go Malaysia. That forces him to
Yeah,
immediately take Thailand. Now, what about the war? I kind of like Korean
yeah.
War here.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Okay. So they miss on the war. That's nice. So clearly two there, and then you want to start on France here, or do you like Lebanon to kind of free up AI war?
No, I'm gonna do something you're not gonna like. I'm gonna do
Okay.
neither of those things. I'm gonna do neither of those things, Justin.
Okay. This is fine.
No, no, we're not gonna do that. I don't think. I think if I recall correctly. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do something else that you're not gonna like.
We're going into Libya.
I just didn't want him because DEFCON's at 3, and I didn't want him to coup and flip over Egypt.
Okay, but now we can coup and flip over Libya,
I
and
know, but
we
then
have
I
to give
but
Nasser.
no, we do not have to give Nasser.
I guess we can.
Nasser
Okay,
can be spaced.
we can space it, but we kind of need these ops. All right. Okay. So we go into Libya. So we're kind of inviting him to coup
We
Libya.
are. We are inviting him to do that, which would be fine with me. He declines to do that because then I would just fill up France.
Yeah. Well, this seems like a good AR to go ahead and do that.
Yes. And now I happily have Libya all to
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
myself, Justin.
Yep. So okay, go ahead and take Libya. This is fine.
But I mean, I knew you were going to like the Libya thing. I really did not want some rogue coup on Egypt, flipping it over entirely.
Yeah. No, yeah, that is a disaster for you. Nasser at least becomes free then, but then you're definitely getting dominated in the Middle East. You have to take Lebanon right away, and that's probably going to be your only country. That's not fun. Okay, Truman is fine. So hey, we're getting a Europe dom. That's not nothing. Wonder if we'll see a coup here of Panama to deny Milops. Um, or if we'll see something like two Burma, maybe one Malaysia, one Burma. Yeah, maybe I think we use your Vietnam bonus.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
usually Vietnam bonus. Yeah,
take
crawl.
Thailand is good.
You've got to put one in Thailand at some point. So,
Yep.
yep. I again declined to coup because um, I just wanted to get Europe off.
Definitely got to get Europe off there. Okay, so now I don't think you're probably that concerned with blockade. So you could play AI War on AR5 if you wanted to, get it off at a 6 only, and then give Nasser and Nasser coup. Is that your plan?
So I thought about the Nasser coup, the two ops, but I was like, okay, um, that seems like D-stall to me.
Yeah. Wow. Romanian event like that with Europe scored AI unseen. Yeah,
Yeah.
that says D stall. So okay.
And so now I declined to coup because I'm like, look, if you want to coup, you go for it right now because he can't. I think if my thinking is he has D-stall and he was prepping for it there with Romania, and if I coup, I'm doing him a favor.
Yeah, you don't want to coup and then let him get off an AR6 D stall.
Right.
So make him either D-stall at DEFCON 3 or hold it till turn 2 with defectors unseen. Now, you still need a coup. You're still without Milops here.
Yeah, but he's now in a position where he is presenceless in the Middle East.
Yep, no, that's true. He's got to get presence in the Middle East. You can get a Lao coup off. Presumably, you'd want to take Lebanon, but you can that's not going to happen unless he takes Lebanon because you need to get a coup. But a Lao coup would stop domination as the board stands right now.
Yes, I will write to Play Deck and ask them to set aside the rules for me and allow me to coup
That's
Lao
right.
at
I forgot
DEFCON
about
3.
that. I forgot about that stupid duck coup. My bad. Well, we only have only one person's watching so far, so only one person heard me say that. Christ's sake.
So yeah, so I'm like, all right, he has to get, and this I was
Ooh.
happy to see. Yeah, I know. I guess he's figuring, it does stop Dom, which is
Yeah.
interesting with it unscored. He's figuring, so yeah, I'm like, I know he has D-stall, right? So
Yeah.
he was in a position where he could either take Dom in the Middle East or go after D-stall on turn 3. So yeah, okay. So
That's
then
great.
I'm gonna get yes, yeah. I was like, that's
Don't
a
lose
big old
this
3
war. Okay.
That would be bad, but we don't. So yeah, I was very happy with the way that worked out. I ended up playing it like perfectly. I think it would have not been played well had he not had D-stall.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
because he has D-stall, yeah.
Oh, okay. And this is a monster. So Purge. We got Purge, NATO, Marshall, U.S. Japan is gone. We haven't seen NTB, but Wow, we got a nice hand here. We got a nice hand. We got a nice card to discard to blockade and UN if we don't. We can get rid of Warsaw on turn 2. Oh man, this is pretty great. So
Yes.
I guess we're purging here because you don't really need Marshall,
No,
right?
I thought a little bit about Marshall. You can see me kind of like I'm thinking about it, but no. Purge is purge.
Yeah, normally, normally as the U.S. in the early war, I much prefer Marshall to purge. But in this situation, with Europe scored, Middle East and Asia not scored, um, yeah, this is I think it's clear purge. Okay, well that's annoying,
Yep, it is
but it
annoying.
still doesn't give him Asia Dom
No,
because he
yeah, the
just
U.S.
handed over
Japan.
Japan.
I mean, he didn't really have a choice there. I think I think what he should have done is he should have forgotten about Romania and just done the, Finland, East Germany, Poland, and then Vietnam.
Yeah. So you're saying you're saying trigger D-stall at DEFCON 3 or coup
Yeah,
Panama and then trigger D-stall after that?
right, exactly. Yeah, one of those two things. Yes, because he put himself in a position
Yep.
where he just couldn't really
Yeah, and
trigger.
as it was, you got your mill ops. You got your mill ops. You took away his presence in the Middle East. Now, obviously, it didn't matter because you didn't get the scoring. Um, and Dom was stopped in Asia, so now you're in a decent position to fight here. Okay, EEU seemed to be counterproductive to the D-stall situation, but okay.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think my assumption here is he doesn't have any other
This
three ops that he wants to play.
this has to be Panama with
Yeah.
how hard he's signaling D-stall. Yeah, okay. Yeah, now there's not a lot you can do here about this D-stall. He'll just D-stall Panama, Venezuela, Chile, and what? Brazil, I guess, or Mexico. So what? You're going to take Algeria? I think you take Algeria. We need. I
Yeah.
kind of want Lebanon too, don't we?
Yes, I do, but I wanted to he's purged and he has to get presents at some point, right? And he needs to block Iraq. So I was like,
Yeah.
look, if he wants to take Iraq and Lebanon while purged, like that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because I wanted to be able to threaten Iraq and get next to Saudi. And I obviously don't have Middle East, so I don't taking the Dom didn't really matter that much to me at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I agree. Lebanon can wait an AR, and Iraq. The Jordan play is annoying. Okay, blockade. That's just going to fill Iraq, I assume. Yeah. Okay. So do we care enough to poke Iraq?
Oh yes, oh yes, we do,
I think I
Justin.
would because we really need to try and fight for Western Asia because we're down in Asia 6 countries to 3.
Hmm.
We don't have IP war. We don't have any other tools to fight for Asia. So yeah, I like this.
And there, I took your precious Lebanon,
Took
Justin. All right.
Lebanon. Okay, okay. Now, no concern here about using Warsaw and giving D-stall food. I guess he already had. He could have just gone to Romania, Finland, and then Vietnam. So I guess that's not really an
Yeah, I
issue.
mean, I did think about it. But I was like, I just, my other option there was, I really wanted to do Lebanon and the poke.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall, I wanted to save. I could have UN sock govs. That's probably that maybe would have been better.
Yeah,
Um,
with blockade gone, yeah, I think I would have UN sock govs there, but it's a minor thing, And I would love to see, I'd love to see him taking influence out of East Germany and Poland to feed D-stall. It's can be very helpful for the late war. Obviously, he's not going to do that. It's really just he'll beef up East Germany and Poland by 2 each. Probably put the other one in Romania or Austria, and then that'll get de-Stalinized anyway. So you're really only giving him one extra op. So yeah, okay. So
yeah,
that's the last remaining 4 op, I believe. Okay, decides to fill up Iraq as well. You clearly don't have Middle East. You would have absolutely headlined that
yeah.
over Purge. That would have been a much better headline. You clearly don't have Asia, or you would have dumped it by now. So C5 pretty much free.
Yeah, that was my only hesitation. This is
Yep.
just the Asia thing, but
You might think I don't like this, but I like this. I like this aggression. He has D-stall, and he's purged, and you're giving him a lot to do and a lot to think about. So I don't mind
Yeah,
this at
no,
all.
yeah, I know. I had to get the no. No, I actually thought this was good. It's next turn. I do bad.
Yeah, this
No,
is
this
fine.
was good.
You don't have much in the way of better places to spend your ops. I mean, yeah, you want to fill, I guess, Malaysia and Philippines, but that just those two countries together aren't going to stop Dom. You need to also flip Indonesia if you want to stop it on country count. Okay, just going to take Iran back. Okay, so now you get to take Pakistan. Now we have not seen IP war.
Right. And so yeah, so I was like, oh yes, awesome Pakistan, but I would just feel so stupid if I just went charging in there only to get flipped over on me.
So you're going to put one in there.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm kind of thinking that maybe he has Middle East himself.
Okay. All right, I don't mind this.
And so that gets me at least in there so I can muck around.
And you
If he
go,
wants to
yeah.
spend two fill in India, like have at it.
Yeah, you're more than happy to split those two battlegrounds. Korean War is gone. So you should be fine here in Asia. Okay, now you called it. So you already had Middle East, so that's another 3 VP for you. Now, what do you want to do with Fidel here? You're going to space Fidel or
I'm gonna
just
space
give it?
Fidel. No, I'm spacing Fidel because he's already got mid-war influence. So now this is where I should have been more aggressive here. Um,
So
but
I like these two ops. This is fine.
yeah,
Okay.
you're not gonna like where I end up. I do not end up doing this.
De Gaulle is fine. De Gaulle is coming, and he has access to France. Suez is coming too, I believe. So a fourth in France is fine. I liked that play.
Yeah,
What are you going
I
to do
should have done
instead?
that. I should have done that play. My issue was Pakistan again. I was just so afraid of the war. I was so afraid of the war, and I figured, okay, Asia's comes out, and either he gets it or I get it. If he gets it, he's gonna coup, and then I'm gonna be able to fill those up and not worry about getting dominated. If I have it, I can just headline
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Whereas if I fill Pakistan and he's got the IP more and wins it, and it's full strength, then he gets domination.
Okay. All right. So you
So
put
that was my thought
two in
process.
France.
I don't really have anywhere else to go with the last one, and I was
Okay.
just
Well, now he's going to de-stall.
yes. So now he is going to destall.
Okay. So your thinking here is he's going to de-stall, and then if you get Asia next turn, you'll just headline and it's 100% free.
Right. Whereas,
If you had
you
taken
know,
Pakistan, he draws the war, flips it, then you're dominated.
yeah, or he could still have the war. I only knew, I was
Yeah.
very confident that he had destall, but he could still have it. There's nothing stopping him from holding destall.
Okay, we're gonna space Fidel. This is fine. Okay, we're up 7 VPs. VP track does not match the board at the moment. So okay, all right,
Huh.
we get De Gaulle, so our 2 extra in France aren't wasted. We get IP war. So those are nice redraws for us.
Yes,
No,
I was
or
very
sorry,
happy
not
to
not
see.
redraws. Those are nice draws for
Yeah.
us. And then you get the scoring, which you can just dump. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of nice redraws,
Yes, this was very mean. Very, very mean.
so this seems like a classic. I'm gonna hold purge hand. Nope, you're just
Nope.
gonna go right
Nope.
for it. You're
Yep.
not gonna try and hold purge to the mid war.
No. So here's why. So two reasons. One is I want to slow him down after he destalled. I want to make it hard for him to fill up all the countries he destalled into.
Okay.
Is one. And two, I want to be able to play. I'm now thinking there is a path to Asia Dom for
Well,
myself.
with him having even wow, you think you can get Asia Dom out of this? So to get Asia Dom, you got to fill up Pakistan, India, Malaysia, Philippines, and then he's probably going to take Afghanistan, and so you need to take Taiwan. Okay. All right. Well, let's see.
He did have Suez at this point because I remember thinking that was the only other card that was known. And I think Suez would have been a little bit better there, but apparently he wanted to save the op and the VP. You do save the VP.
Yep. Yeah, that's not nothing. Okay. So right now, Asia scores for 0.
Oh, the other thing he has is CIA.
Oh, okay. No, we didn't even talk about that. Yeah, so he's got CIA and he did not get into Zaire. So that's important.
Well, he plays CIA right here, and he wisely.
Yeah, you got I think you got to take your AR first. You got to get into
Yeah,
Zaire.
yeah, because I'm out of Panama, so it doesn't matter. So, anyways, with Asia, yeah, I'm thinking, um, I can get Dom. And what else? I mean, what so you would have headlined Asia here, and just at even, and then where am I using the ops is the other thing. That's what I was like. Okay, so where am I in Mexico and South Africa? So there's
Yeah.
four,
No,
and
that's
then what else
fair.
am I doing? I
Okay,
mean,
so this
obviously,
is
I'd still take Pakistan and India.
okay. So AI War is getting evented. Suez may be getting event, probably getting evented also under Purge, but you're going to get a nice 4-op Purge out of this, so that's not bad.
No, and you know how much I like to slow down the USSR after they've destalled.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you got to spend. Let's assume he does nothing in Asia. You need to spend 1 in Pakistan, 3 in India, 1 in, and then 1 each. So you need to spend 6 ops. He's going to spend 2 in Afghanistan to stop your Dom. Then you need to take Taiwan, and he knows you have the scoring. But okay, all right. Let's see how this goes. And he's got the China card. But now you do have IP War. Okay, he's also going to want to get his mill ops.
Yeah, he's got a lot to do here while purged, and this is me forgetting that it's my AR. CIA confused me,
Right, of
which is
course.
why I'm just sitting here staring. So, and then I realized, um,
That's
but
right. He
one,
has a lot to do with his ops. You don't have a lot
yes,
to do with your ops. You need to take
right,
Mexico and maybe South Africa, other than this Asia, and that's kind of it.
right, and I would want to take Pakistan and India anyways.
Yeah, yeah, they're important countries. So let's take them.
So that this is what I was again. I was like, what am I going to do? Realign Panama and Chile?
That's true. With us having the war, if we didn't have, if you didn't have the war, I assume
Oh
you'd have
yeah, yeah,
headlined
yeah.
Asia
Yes.
100 times out of 100, just to get rid of it. But with us having the war, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh wait, it's my turn. That's right. Let's do the very obvious thing now.
Okay, that's what I assumed we'd see. Okay, Asia at the very least scoring at +2 for you now, so that's which is not
Right.
nothing.
It's not nothing. You get to take those countries. You can't flip Pakistan, outright
Nope.
with.
And hey, if you lose the Asia Dom fight, but you get China out of it, that's not nothing either.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah,
spend China to
yeah,
stop Dom.
yeah. I screwed this up. The other card that is known in his hand is Formosan.
Well, all the cards are known in his hand at this point, but
Well,
yes,
yes, yes. But so Formosan is sitting out there, and I was kind of wondering if I could goad him into playing it.
yeah. You do not have a lot of ops here, but I guess De Gaulle is really okay. He's just going to preemptively do that. So now,
So I should have just used special and taken Malaysia and Philippines.
that would have been my play for
Uh,
sure. But okay, this is fine.
but I'm thrilled. If he was, him putting 2 in Afghanistan under purge with South America sitting there like that is a huge win for me.
Yep.
I am now stoked. I got a little. I did the Indonesia flip. I shouldn't have done that, but I just got excited because I was like, oh, he's gonna fight me in Asia. This is great.
Yeah, I would have gone Malaysia, Philippines first.
Yes, I should have done
Um,
that.
but okay, you're gonna do this.
Yeah, I was stoked that he was fighting me in Asia because again, I was just like, I don't want him putting ops anywhere else.
Yeah, turn four voice. You know if he's fighting you in Asia, you get out of here. You get a turn four voice. It's almost GG. Okay, NTB just gonna take Malaysia. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah,
that's a
but
good
again,
play.
that's three ops that aren't going anywhere else.
Yep. Okay.
I'm thrilled. Okay, so here's where it really goes off the rails. So I was kind of toying with the like, okay, can I, Taiwan, because I could just do, one Philippines, one Taiwan, and then fill up Taiwan with special here. And
Yeah.
then so I think about this, and then I decided, and then I was thinking about this.
So De Gaulle's basically a two op, so that's fine. We know blockade is we know he doesn't have it. Was it blockade is shuffled back in? Okay.
Yeah. So I think I should have done this. I should have gone one Philippines, one Taiwan, and then just taken Taiwan with special.
Okay. I'm
Um,
fine with this plan because you kind of committed to this Asia plan now, and I would like to see it through and make him nervous. He's got Formosan, he's got Suez, and what else did he have? Comic Con.
and Independent Reds.
Okay.
No, he played Comic Con, so he's down to Suez. Um, yeah, and then I decide I want VPs, and so I do this instead, which
Okay.
is stupid.
All right. So you trigger the war, and okay. So that's one VP for you, but now we definitely don't have enough ops to get Asia Dom, so we're done with that. Okay. Now
Yeah,
he gets his mill ops.
gonna do this, and he's gonna roll six, which sucks.
Yeah.
I wore that was so yeah. So now he's got Formosan, um,
Yeah, that was another thing
Independent Reds,
you
and
wanted to
Suez.
stop him from doing.
Yes.
But I think he would have done even if you had gone Philippines one Taiwan. I think he would have done that. He still would have gone evented. He still would have done the mill ops thing
Yeah.
because that wouldn't have taken Dom. Then you would have taken Dom here on AR4. Then he would have had to poke something on his AR5 and then
Yeah.
again on his AR6.
Yeah.
Which you weren't going to get the Dom, but then you would have obviously stopped him from spending stuff in South America.
Right.
Okay, now well, I don't understand the Taiwan play now.
Well,
Okay,
because I can De Gaulle.
yeah, okay,
I can still hold Asia to my last action round, like a good TS player
holding a
does.
known scoring
Yeah,
to
which
your
is
last action round
yeah,
is
always
best
smart.
practice Twilight Struggle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's my current thinking. Um,
Okay, so he's
but
got
here's the other thing is he has Suez and then he's got two one-op plays. He's got a
yeah,
two-op play and so he can't break anything if I depending on what happens here with Suez.
yeah.
So
So he
my
needs
thinking was
to
I
yeah
wanted to see what happened with Suez. If he played Suez here, then I go forward with my Asia Dom plan.
yes, and then he has to play China.
Right.
Um,
Which great.
okay, so as it is now, he's got to play a one op, presumably Venezuela would be my play. Just one op into Venezuela. Oh, geez, we're gonna do this. That's oh wow, you just have to love that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. So I am so stoked now
That
about
is
my yeah.
wow, you really made him nervous.
Yeah. I mean, which is fair. I'm already up five and that would have gotten me to 10 if I successfully scored it. 10 going down 10 VP as the Soviets after the early war is not good.
Wow. Okay, so now you get China,
Hmm.
and then he can use Suez to get two into South America, presumably. So at least he has five in there, and Voice doesn't knock him out. What are your thoughts on Nasser? Are you going? What are you going to do? You're going to De Gaulle fix just one and take Mexico? You're going to leave
Yeah,
France at
yeah,
4-1?
yeah. I don't love holding Nasser, but Middle East is unscored
Yeah.
right now.
You hate to
So
see that AR1 Sadat,
yeah, you do.
but
You do.
Yeah, I think that's the right play. Okay, Suez. It should be Venezuela, Argentina.
And he takes Pakistan.
Takes Pakistan.
I don't know if there's a
That.
particular rush to do that.
Mm, okay. I would have gone South America, but fine. Okay, and you're just going to take Mexico. That makes sense. Let's not have him get sock Cubs. Okay, these are some scorings. All right, so your decision to hold Nasser is looking good. South America is unfortunate, but this looks like a potential South America dump in the headline. No, I guess this is a missile envy headline for you.
Of course it
No
is.
brainer.
We will bury you.
Yep,
So the only thing that can happen here is Cuban Missile
got to be
Crisis and
CMC,
Duck.
which there's no way he's headlining CMC.
You wouldn't think so. I mean, out of you'd be completely out of other options.
Yeah. So yes, CMC would be a crazy, crazy headline. Um, okay. So yeah, this is as safe as unsafe missile envies get.
Yes,
So okay, we're hoping to sneak in Middle East scoring, and that he doesn't headline Muslims here,
Muslims
and
would be very
and
bad.
then get Nasser off before Sadat comes, and then get South America off for just the three, or ideally, get a four-op coup here.
Right, that's what I was hoping on Brazil. Um,
Okay, Fidel redraw is whatever. All right. Well, I would have done the Asia stuff in a little bit of a different order than you did, but the outcome for you was quite good. So can't argue with the results, certainly.
yeah, I made the mistake. The Inventing IP War was a mistake, and flipping Indonesia. Um, I should have just taken the two stabs and then used IP War for ops.
Hmm.
And then I would have gotten Dom, I think, that way. Or at least Garrett forced him to use the China card. He didn't.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I was going to force him to do that.
He would have if he was willing to use the China card. You were not going to get done. He knew
No.
you had the scoring.
But you want to use the China card to purge, that's
Oh,
fine.
for sure. Yeah. Okay. So you do get Bert the Turtle.
Do.
So that's a nice pickup with Duck. And as long as we don't see, yeah, this is a dumpy dump dump
Yeah.
dump 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 dump. Yep. So obviously not happy to give up four, but if you don't purge him there and you headline Asia, that could be 10.
Oh yeah. No, I'm always so stoked to be distracting USSR from filling in after
Yep. Yeah.
I'll go to
But
great.
that IP war redraw was, well, not redraw. I keep saying redraw, but obviously it
Yeah.
wasn't a redraw, just a draw was big for you. So you just didn't have to worry about that at all.
Yeah, and so nothing I can really do about that. He
I would
hasn't even
ignore that,
yeah.
and I would dump Middle East here, I
Yes,
think.
that's what we're gonna do. It is indeed what we are gonna do.
Unless, I mean, I assume you want to play China and get cultural out.
Well, you're
Do
not
you
gonna
th-
like do my order of operations on that front either.
okay.
That's I definitely screwed that up.
All right. Well, this
Um,
this matches what I would have done. Okay, Central. Yeah, if he has it, he has it. We're gonna eat the four. Okay.
so now at this point, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna play nuclear subs because I need mill ops, and so I want to play nuclear subs, and so I want to get my obligations out of my hand. For some inexplicable reason, I choose to space cultural instead of we will bury you. I really don't know why.
Okay. So turn four, conventional wisdom says give up China and get cultural out permanently. But okay, we're gonna space cultural. There goes the Pope. So now we have to hold we will bury you. All right, but that's fine. We have three perfectly good coup cards here.
Yes.
That's fine. Again, not what I would have done, but not bad either. Now, we will bury you less important to have in your hand with missile and be gone. Um, but, still could be potentially useful. UN is around, obviously, Salt around. So we could potentially make use of we will bury you.
No, I wasn't thinking about any of
Yeah.
those things. It was just, I don't know. I was like, I want to keep the China card, so I'm going to space culture. Because I also the Asia is even though it's scored. I was thinking about Usuri. I really wanted an active
Yeah.
Usuri.
Also, doesn't
Um,
he have Formosan in his hand?
he does.
So giving him China back,
Yes, that
maybe.
that occurred to me after the fact as well. That would have been smarter because Taiwan oddly important here. So then he does
Oh,
this. Hmm.
okay. What? Okay, now we got to think about why he did that. So I don't think he's doing that because he wants to realign India.
No, I was looking around. I went to look for realign situations, and I was like, all right, well, there's really nothing
Yeah.
here. He can if he wants to realign India. So I think he just wanted to be able to coup back in Africa, which is reasonable because he gets three
Yeah.
retaliatory coups here. Um,
I think that's fine. Yeah.
so that coup war, and it's at this point that I'm like, well, wait a minute, I can get out of my earlier mistake, and I can play We Will Bury You, so I'm not holding a DEFCON suicide card, and I get a four-op coup out of it.
Yeah, and maybe you draw UN next turn.
Yes, that was the other. Yes, I did at this point was thinking about that and just use it AR1 and I'm good.
I might use Nasser there because I don't like holding Nasser, but okay.
I know, but I just didn't want to miss the coup. It was too important.
Okay, so there goes Formosan. Important. Okay, so now we use We Will Bury You, presumably. Give up, concede the three VPs, assuming we don't draw UN. I assume you. Okay,
Yes.
you rolled a three. Fine. All right, Africa's looking real nice. And okay, Europe is nice. Africa's nice. Sadat is great. Muslims is a free dump. We got voice. Okay, this is pretty
Yeah,
nice.
it's good. Yeah, I don't have decall was the card I was very concerned about, although it wouldn't be super effective here. It'd be effective enough to be annoying.
Yeah, so voice would be really annoying in South America, but it is scored. Man, I kind of like bear trap here to protect Africa, try and get a control off. What's voice gonna do? Voice is gonna yeah, can take him out of Panama, can take him out of Chile. I like bear trap.
Yeah, well, voice I was like, I can wait because he's got no incentive to go filling up South America right now. Like he's not going to put a third in Venezuela or something like that. I mean, I guess Panama Canal he could, but I was not real concerned
Yeah,
um, about that possibility. And I also wanted to save voice for, I knew I was going to steal the coup here. I was pretty sure I was going to steal the coup, but like, should something weird happen in Africa, to be able to boot him out there.
yeah. I mean, you have an outside path to 20 here. You get off Africa for 11, Europe for 5, and space for 2. That gets you there.
Yes, you're going to be very displeased with the way I handle space, but no, and then the We Will Bury You 3 knocks me back.
Okay, so I'm fine with a one op. Oh, that's right. Of course. You had yes. You don't have a real path to 20, but okay. Now, so yeah, one op throwaway coup. You need a 6 here because even if you roll a 5, he can just go back in from Nicaragua. We miss. That's fine. You just want lower depth. All right. So ABM, Brush, Junta, all still out there. Now I don't think he would have headlined Allende if he had Junta.
No, I'm
So
unconcerned about power cards at this point. Um, I'm really primarily concerned with the two Africa cards, um, and a jam of Algeria. That's the other thing. I can't really defend a jam of
yeah,
Algeria.
yeah, you'd have to use China, which you don't want to do.
I don't really understand this play, to be honest.
Tunisia. Okay, you're gonna
Yeah.
taking Egypt with for stupid OPEC is fine.
Yeah, I didn't fully understand Tunisia. I mean, it's presents, but it's only worth
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I would have. Okay, I mean, I would have probably taken Saharan instead and saved the op. But all right, Tunisia. Um,
He
yeah,
could have been. Yeah, I don't know. I don't
the
know.
Egypt place says he has OPEC,
Yes.
and you wanted to take control. You said, "Fine, take the first space shot. I will take Africa control,"
Yep.
which I'm fine with.
I just had so few ops that I
Yeah,
was like, yeah, I just got to get it
you
done.
do have to worry about brush in Italy and in Africa, so I assume you gonna want to score here
Yes.
as quickly as humanly possible.
Yeah, I had just given up. I just conceded space. I was just like, I'm just not gonna.
Yeah, you have too much to do and not enough ops to do it. Yeah, Sadat's got to be an event. Voice has to be an event, and you have two terror. You're out of ops. You have
Yes, I am
zero
out of
ops.
ops. Yeah.
Okay, so there's OPEC. So you give up the 4, but you'll gladly trade the 4 for 10.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Yeah, he clearly doesn't have. You could have gotten cute and played. You could have gotten cute and played Sadat after he took Egypt for the field bads, but then, to your point, he could have done something like Jam Algeria, which you would not have liked.
Jamming Algeria
So you
was
say,
what I was
fine, I'm going to
about.
concede the extra OPEC point that I don't need, but that if you want it, and then that gets me Africa control.
Yeah. And Africa control there because I didn't have a non-battleground, so it was 5 to 10. It was worth 5.
Yeah, and Che's still around if you start taking non-battlegrounds. So
Well, at this point, I realized that he has no way to get mill ops.
yeah, that's true. He has no path to mill ops. Okay, well, yes, he does. As it turns out, he does. Okay, so Salt's going to find OPEC. Yep, I mean, fine. Okay, now Sadat, yes. Now I like Sadat. Still, though, we don't have a card to coup with.
No, we do not. I'm realizing that as well here. And I'm like, shit, what do I do? Uh,
So far, I'm fine with everything you've done. Okay, so he's going to coup with Alliance. That's going to be a VP for us. Okay,
roll needed a 4.
that's a fine roll. Okay, now we're going to score Europe, I assume.
Yes, we
We're not
are.
cooing with China.
No.
No, we just have to score.
Yeah.
This is lame. This is an extremely lame
Yeah,
play.
it is. But now I'm actually kind of fine with him cooing stuff because that what he's not doing, he's not putting anything in Venezuela or Brazil.
Yeah, that's true.
And so voice will still work.
Okay. Yeah, and if he coups, we're only losing 1 out of mill ops. If he coups, then we can also space AR6.
Wait, we can also space, right? So I was perfectly happy with him cooing under salt.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, well, what's the
Yeah.
scoring situation? Only Southeast Asia
Only
left.
Southeast Asia, so
So
I
you could
both.
dump. I think you dump both here.
Yeah, I mean, getting gunman back's bad. Um,
Getting gunman's always bad, but
yeah,
yeah, you dump both for sure. I don't think you need to think particularly hard about this. That's you could do worse than that.
yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty good. The question, obviously, you want to hold all 3 of those cards
I
for
know.
next turn. Okay, so VOA, fine. VOA can take him out of is VOA going to take him out of Angola? I think ABM. Yeah, I guess ABM coups Angola.
Yeah, because I think grain is the best headline of the 3.
Yeah.
Um, and so I mean, I could have played China, but I don't see why you do that. And so yeah, I think I have this is guaranteed. He's out.
Okay.
Roll
Fine.
4. It's got to be frustrating for him. He
Yeah.
just did a lot of work, a lot of work there to get some Africa presence, and it does not go well. So that's just so frustrating to
All
be on the
after
other
it's
side.
scored, and then Kennedy gives up. Kennedy
Right.
gets
Well, I mean,
you.
salt and
Yeah.
you gotta just.
Okay, and now voice. I assume you take him out of the top half of South America here.
Yeah, I toyed around with my other thinking was potentially two out of Panama and then two out of Thailand, I think is the other thing I was considering. But then I was like, well, but then I have grain, so I was likely going to steal the coup, so the Thailand play doesn't make a whole lot of
Yeah,
sense.
neither does the Panama play because he'll just go back into Costa Rica.
Yeah.
So I like this. No, I don't like this.
Yeah,
I
no,
like
I
Venezuela,
was
Brazil
thinking
better.
about it and then um I decided not to do that. So
Yeah, this is better. He's got it. This make him have junta and Panama PCR still out there. Puppets OAS all still around. Correct.
yes.
Okay. Well, absolute garbage ops, but we do get junta. Junta's nice, but I don't. I don't know. This seems like Junta can wait. I think this is just a grain headline.
Yeah.
Nice to see Kitchen active. Nice to see a card you can dump with blockade and not have to worry about it.
Yep. Still no one after that. Those space VPs, no one's even tried.
Yep.
Yeah, he must not have any good headlines because again, that's
C5
why
can only
Southeast
find
Asia.
Southeast Asia. Woof. Woof. So
Yeah,
you
he's
can,
had real tough headlines all game.
yeah, and you've had Purge twice, Grain, Containment,
Amen. You know, and Bear Trap.
and Bear Trap.
Yeah. And he's had defectors as the Soviets.
Yeah, that's right.
Allende when he was already in Chile.
When he was already in Chile and South America was scored.
Yeah. You know, C5 with one country.
One
Forget.
region unscored. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, you're up 9 VPs. So he's going to want to get into Costa Rica to go back to go back to Panama. Decal's gone, so you don't have to worry about that. You guys are both concerned about space. You have garbage ops. Okay, EEU. This should be what? Pakistan, Costa Rica.
And Argentina.
Oh yes, Argentina
He's got
for
to
sure.
crawl. Yeah, he's got to crawl the other way too. So I can't. Yeah, I think I maybe misplayed this a little bit. My issue was I didn't want to end up in a situation where I hadn't hunted into South America yet, and he was able to do a Colombia Uruguay
Yeah,
and get one of the others. All right, he doesn't take
I'd
Pakistan.
space here. This seems to me a good opportunity to space. He's getting Panama. If he goes Uruguay, we'll just junta
No,
into Brazil.
no, because if I space, he goes Panama, and then the next AR he can. Well, yeah, I guess
No,
maybe I
if you
rushed
space, he
this.
goes Panama. Then we
Yeah.
junta, and then we're still going to fill both Brazil and Venezuela. If he goes Panama, Uruguay, we'll go Brazil. Otherwise, we'll go Venezuela. This is fine. Okay, I mean this is fine. He wants to take Panama, so we're probably still going to get the first space shot. But all right, whatever,
Yeah, that
fine.
was my other thinking. Is
Yeah,
yeah, he's gonna have to take Panama here.
yeah. Oh, Ajoy remarking that you scoring 15 VPs in scorings last turn
Won't do
was
it.
not good for him.
Yeah, that won't do it.
So I mean, looking at this board, yeah, Southeast Asia is bad for you, so that's going to be -4. Other than that, you don't have a bad region on the board here. You've got 2 dominations. Central is going to look bad for you, but South America is going to be even. Africa looks like control for you. Asia, even with the potential for your domination, if we can hang on to China. We're going to get an active kitchen off. Not going to be able to accomplish much on this turn, but we did get Junta. Brush is around, so we're going to see Brush in Venezuela here.
Yeah, I was worried about that. That was the other thing I was worried about. But there wasn't. You just kind of have to take that risk. He thought a long time about this, and so I was worried. And what he's thinking about here is UN because I already took one of his cards, so he's going to be down an AR.
Okay, yet he really didn't want to give puppets there.
Yeah, I might have just given it.
What else does
Like
he
I,
have? What else does he have that he's so worried? I guess CRG. CRG is a
mm,
disaster given Southeast Asia's unscored.
no, he discarded CRG to Bear Trap, so he
Okay.
doesn't have CRG. No, he just didn't want to give up puppets.
Well, you could have just spaced it.
Well, I guess he doesn't have when they're two up. Yeah, I don't know.
Finally, Pakistan's overprotected. But you showed no interest in flipping it,
No,
and rightfully so.
no.
Yeah. Now let's space.
Yeah,
Okay, we hit the
I
roll.
know. Somebody decided to space.
So now we got kitchen for an event. We've got blockade for one up. We got summit for one up. We got a stomach South African. Still have not seen gunmen.
No, still haven't seen Gunman. Still haven't seen Quagmire. Flower
Oh, geez. So
Power.
yeah, we got to
We've
hang on to
seen.
South Africans for AR7 because of Quagmire. Or AR6, I guess, because he's going to be out of cards.
Yeah, yeah. Just some real tough hands for Ajoy here, and just completely garbage in the headline. Just nothing to headline for him. The Vietnam obviously turn one was good, but other than that, and Decall I guess turn two, and then it went real downhill
He
after
went
that.
Vietnam Duck. Vietnam Duck rolling a three, and yet he had to fight hard to avoid Asia Down. You scored Asia for positive.
Yeah,
Two purges will do that. Let's take Zaire. Thank you. So still waiting to see Brush. Still waiting to see Quag. Still waiting to see Gunman.
yeah. I think that those are, and then Usuri and Nixon.
Usteria and Nixon both
Uh,
around. We left
yeah,
Cultural in the deck. We still have China. We got a
yeah,
14 VP lead. We got a 14 VP lead. We've got a control. We've got two dominations on the board to his one in Central America. This is getting to be a DEF CON only situation for him. Okay, 5-year plan. So he was going to have to, okay, 5-year plan. So he was going to have to miss an AR anyway. Unless I guess he could have spaced puppets and played UN for
they
ops.
played you in props. Yeah,
Decided not to do that and just jam. That's fine. So you have to fix this. And you're doing the math and realizing that
I cannot
you
fix all of it.
cannot fix everything. Until go one South Africa, one Angola. You'll fix Algeria. Then you can use the one, or one South Africa, two Angola. And then you can patch up South Africa, presumably. Or fix up Angola, but I guess Portuguese is coming. Oh, no, interesting. It just goes to South Africa. Yeah, I like that.
And then this is really something I wish Play Deck would change. Where like you have to pass that when you just
Yeah.
don't have an option.
Okay, so we miss on the coup. So Gunman and Quagmire. So you're just hoping not to see Gunman here, and we don't see it, and we see Quagmire. So yeah, this looks great here, and we also get Southeast Asia, which is -4 right now. But Usuri could change that in a rather dramatic way, I believe. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I mean, it flips it all the way to tie. I think. I mean, if you just flip over the two and then
Oh,
yes,
oh, that's a redraw.
yep. So and defectors, the surprise defectors here is also great. Because he's got Brush War, he's got Sock Govs. Those are the two that I'm most scared of. Um, Brush, Sock Govs. He's got Willie. He has Brezhnev. So I'm thinking Brezhnev, Brush, or Socialists. I'm happy to
Yeah,
catch
you're
any of
you're yeah,
those.
you're gonna getting defectors off is great.
I considered Usuri just because it would he knows I have Southeast Asia and flipping those over, he might do something. Because really, what I want now that I have Africa, obviously, is I just need to get off an Africa
Yeah,
dom
you
real
just
bad.
you just don't want him to coup in Africa. You
Right.
don't, and you don't need the control necessarily. You just need
Yeah.
Dom. Okay, Brezhnev, that's a fine hit. So presumably he's going to coup Zaire,
Yes.
and then we're going to go to work on trying to get this Dom off and be done.
Yeah, I do over-index sometimes, like when you're in reach and you do some suboptimal long-term things to try to get across the finish line. I never know how to balance that.
Okay, but we know he has brush,
We know he has
so
brush,
he'll
yes.
coup Zaire. Then we'll take Dom. Presumably he'll swing brush.
Right. So that's I was concerned about brush because that I don't have a path. Um,
Yeah, and you have Southeast Asia you have to give.
right.
So this
So I
is
thought about this, but then I was like, well, brush just Nigeria is so vulnerable.
yeah. I think I'd rather do one Cameroon, one Saharan states.
Yes,
I
which is
like
smart.
this one Cameroon, one Saharan states.
Yeah, and then also if he decides to coup, to for whatever reason, coup on battleground.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. He has to have
Right.
Che.
Yeah.
He has to have a Che redraw here. No, this is the play. Do this.
Yes, and so now he can brush Angola, and that
Yeah. So
keeps him
he gets a
alive.
50-50 shot to keep the game alive on an Angola brush. If he even does it, obviously Africa's a redraw.
Just gets me over the line. I wasn't super worried about in Southeast Asia because again, I can just flip Laos and Vietnam over, and I have China.
Yeah. If you don't, you got a nice hefty VP lead, and he drew gunman, so you're not even worried about
Yeah,
gunman.
right.
And you're not in Cuba, and we will bury you as gun. So not concerned about that either. Um, yeah, you're not worried about that. Okay, well, nice win.
Yeah.
So this gets you
Nice.
to 11-8, and you got one game left, right? So
Yes.
is that scheduled yet?
It is not. It's not due until like late March. So I just looked at it today for the first time. I believe it's a replacement player given based on the date, March 24th. So Daniel Dunbring.
Okay, I don't
Um,
know. I don't know that
no, I don't
name.
know him either. He has a Swedish flag. So we will see.
Okay. Well, that was a nice win. Not not a lot of crazy stuff going on there,
No,
but
I'm
nice
sorry.
win. Um, and puts you in a position to potentially sneak into the playoffs. We had a guy sneak into the playoffs last year as the last seed, and he won the whole darn thing. So you never know. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Like I said, we've got another game coming up for you right on the heels of that one, and we can even just get started on that one now. Ted, if you, I guess I could share here.
Yep. Should we watch some Twilight Struggle from an actual good player's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could do that. Yeah, let's share this. Okay. All right. So, Ted, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get going here. So, like I said, this is game. This is a Champions League game between Ryan Pindulic, OTSL Season 4 champion, Atlantic League runner-up, and Antoine Denel, who has played in the French League. I don't know if he finished first or second, but here we are. Ryan will be the U.S. in this game. We will play this game. Those of you concerned that the speed is going a little fast, we're going to play this game a little bit faster at 1.5 speed. So here we go. So
Yeah.
Ryan is the U.S. And Ted, what are your thoughts here on his opening hand?
He does not have a headline. Well, I guess Asia. I mean, he doesn't have a good headline. So I think you got to do Asia here. I've seen some players headline CIA, but I just don't like it. I think you just got to hope you don't have defectors in your hand, which means that we could get Vietnam or decall, but I don't think you have any other options.
This is an Asia sneak headline 100%. If you eat Vietnam or decal, you do not have the tools to stop Dom here. You don't even have a 4-op to take Pakistan, South Korea. So if you eat Vietnam here, just take your 5 instead of what would probably become 6 later. So yeah, I like Asia here over Olympic or CIA. CIA
Yeah,
obviously good if you can coup Vietnam if you see a Vietnam headline. But
yeah, but you got to roll perfectly.
yeah, yeah, you don't really want to get into a coup war in Vietnam. Being able to get De Gaulle out of your hand and fill up France is nice, but you're kind of thinking about holding that for blockade.
Hmm.
Oh, sock govs, okay.
We got sway with Asia, so that's a relief. So now here we go on the dreaded Italy coup.
Yeah, presumably we'll see. You just see the Italy coup, and then yeah, this is definitely a situation where I like to get, assuming we don't see a one here. Oh,
Oh,
interesting.
interesting. Okay.
Does go with the Iran coup. I guess just didn't really feel the need to attack Europe, and didn't have another headline. Didn't have a better headline, so figured just be annoying.
You would think, right? I mean, yeah, if you don't have better headlines, it might be annoying, but you would think after seeing Asia scoring, the Italy coup becomes all the more appealing,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, and Ryan wants to get in. I see. I think Malaysia maybe could wait an action round. Also, yeah, I'm a little worried about an Italy poke.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
like using my only three op here. Um,
Now, if Italy, I guess if Italy gets poked, you can use De Gaulle, repair Italy, go to France, but then you lose France with a 4-op, or China, obviously. Oh wow, just gonna coup
okay.
Lebanon.
Yeah, so right. That was I was thinking I smell Italy scoring here. Um,
Who best not
which I
roll a
think
one here.
I mean it's three. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That's
I like this better. Lebanon can
really
wait.
I think I'd coup back with a two. But
Yes, I would be fine cooing with a 2, but not
yeah,
a
I
one.
don't
I would not.
definitely
I
not a
would.
one. No,
I don't
I
think I
agree.
would coup with a
Yeah.
one, because then you need at least a 3 to get in there, and then you're vulnerable to obviously having it scored for 3, but more vulnerable to an AI war or a Suez.
Right. Yeah. Well, Italy poke. No, not a concern.
Nope, nope. I might have. Yeah, I mean, I might have taken my op before and
Yeah, and poked
done that
Italy with
Italy
that.
poke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Maybe
yeah. Because
poke.
Ryan's hand is proven. I mean, Asia scoring is blah, and then he plays Duck fine, but then follows it up with Olympics. I mean, he's not dropping four ops all over the place here. So okay, now I think
Now I'm
this.
fine cooing with a 1. But all right, you
Or
want to do it? Well,
well,
for Christ's sake, okay. Well, he needed his mill ops, so now he gets a couple. He probably is going to need more by the end of this turn, because I don't think Antoine is going to have any interest in doing any more cooing.
you never know. He might. Some players get a little greedy and might go after Egypt here. It's also if he has a D card,
Yeah,
he will
we'll
certainly
see.
be cooing.
So Antonio now. So yeah, I suspect we will see a West Germany poke, but obviously that's not nearly as threatening as an Italy poke, of course, because a West Germany poke doesn't threaten the flipping of West Germany. Um, okay, Marshall going to space. He hits on the roll. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
I
would.
like the spread to Libya. That's good. He's still going to need to coup again, so you might see a one-op coup in Iraq. Okay,
Yeah.
you were right. There's Middle East. So yeah, I think you cannot allow DEFCON to go up to 5 again with Italy sitting there at 2. So yep, got to do that.
Okay, so now I mean I know what you're gonna say, but I might be tempted to UN De Gaulle here, just to get the Dom.
Just to get Dom. Yeah, boy,
Yeah,
I
Sockgubs is gone. I know you hate it, but Sockgubs is gone and Degal will be gone. So then Suez is the only way he can stop it even temporarily.
yeah.
Um,
Ugh. Yeah.
yeah, that's what he's gonna
I
do.
don't
I know you
like
hate it,
it, but I think I might do it too. Yeah, you don't want to leave France 3-1 with Suez around. That also gives access to Italy back. Yeah, we don't get Truman. Yeah, I think that was the right play. I don't like it, but I think I agree with you, Ted, and I agree with Ryan. That's the right play. Okay, some garbage here, but he does get destall and he does get containment. So a couple of nice draws. Containment, you're going to get what, one? So I assume containment, you're going to space blockade here, assuming we don't get purged, right? You're not going to
yeah,
dump destall with it.
yeah, that's fair. I no, there's Suez.
So there's Suez. So yeah, if we had gone with the De Gaulle play, um, we would lose France right now. Now instead, I think we will just see Europe scoring. There it is.
Yeah, yeah, and that's painted obviously with DEFCON at 4.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
So okay, now what are you gonna do here? You contained. Are you gonna knock DefCon right down? Do you just take a Romanian coup, knock DefCon right down to 3, and then say, you know what? If you have decall, let's start the fight. What do you could just trigger captured Nazi and pass the decision over to Anton. What do you do here, Ted?
Well, I think if you're going to pass the decision, I would rather repair France. Okay. I don't,
Seems like that
I
could have
don't,
waited, but also, you want to get a couple of mill ops, and you didn't want to. In that actually has a chance to do something.
yeah, 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 that's true. That's true. I mean, you don't want to go Iraq here. That's not the business you're in. Yeah, I think if you're punting the decision, I want to fill France. I want to take Europe Dom back. Um,
Okay, so now if we see a Panama coup, or if we see, I mean, any kind of coup in a battleground, I think you're going to probably fill France and Thailand here, so that decall doesn't cause you too many
yeah.
problems.
Yeah, I mean, France, you can wait. Um, I don't know that you have to use your 4 op now. I might just go independent reds into Thailand or something like that. Or
Yeah.
even, yeah,
Well, I mean, I think you don't want to decall. You see a decall into Africa, and then you have to repair Thailand and can't coup. But I think you're not going to be able to get 4 into Thailand. So that really kind of moot. Okay. Wow, Korean Wars are just going to take South
South
Korea.
Korea. So they're both just going to dance
Yeah,
around
that
this.
suggests a player who does not have decall.
Yeah.
Might still have Vietnam. I think Suez and Dump Europe is better than Vietnam. But clearly that is a play of someone who doesn't have decall.
Yeah. I mean, I think we see a Panama coup here. I think now's the time for that. Um, I mean, I went to Afghanistan, I guess. Even that's dangerous, though.
Yeah, I guess you don't want to get Afghanistan coup. That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a real
That
problem.
and I mean if you see one Afghanistan here, yeah, that's a nice coup target for Ryan.
So you can't do that. So what, like Saudi Arabia or yeah, just gonna go Panama.
No, gonna go
Oh.
Malaysia.
Oh,
Okay,
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
okay. That's a player who definitely doesn't have
Yeah.
decall. No player with decall would ever coup Malaysia. So
But I like the thinking, right? Obviously you don't have either of those cards in a successful Malaysia coup. I mean, you're going against a contained hand,
yeah,
but I mean, you scared Ryan enough to put a second in Malaysia.
I would have just cooed there if I were Ryan. I don't. I would have just cooed Iraq and dropped DEFCON so he can't do that again. Because I mean, a
Yeah,
coup of Malaysia is a desperation play from a player who doesn't have decall. So I would have cooed Iraq and then filled up Thailand. Right? Okay, now that does not bother me at all.
No, now I coup that.
Ah, yeah, coup the heck out of that.
Interesting.
Okay,
Okay.
space blockade is fine. You wanted to do that anyway. I don't understand why Ryan is not lowering DEFCON here.
Yeah, because he has to take Thailand here. I mean, this is critical with
Yeah,
those two
Vietnam and
cards.
Decall are coming. Obviously, Asia, all three early war regions scored, but there's nothing more important out there than taking Thailand. Okay, here we go. He's going to space. This is an Egypt coup, right? This is a
You think you have
clear
to. You think you
Egypt
have to.
coup. Um, and then Comic-Con is annoying because you're giving access back to Italy. So you do have to keep that in mind with the Sock Govs redraw. But this is a clear Italy coup for me. Just need a 3 to not... Italy coup. Sorry. This is a clear Egypt coup for me. I do not understand this at all. I'm fine with this play. I would do this on AR6. I like a coup of Egypt, and then AR6, I like 2 Thailand, 1 UK, 1 Italy.
Okay. I mean, two Thailand.
Or maybe,
I mean,
okay, maybe 3 Thailand. Okay, there's the coup. Okay, so he
see,
misses.
now you have this issue where DEFCON's going to go back up to 4. And I think you got to go. I would go all 4 in the
Yeah,
Thailand
I
game.
think I would too. Yeah, with Decall and Vietnam around. Yeah, if this
No,
if this is your plan, yeah, you got to go all 4.
yeah, because you could potentially get a 6-op China card coup into Thailand here.
Yeah. Ugh, I hate putting 4 into Thailand, but I think it's right here. I would have handled this a little differently, but I would have wound up with only 3 in Thailand, which obviously opens it up to a flip. Okay, so now you're going to see obviously Austria and Yugoslavia, in addition to East Germany and Poland. So that's going to be important, obviously, for a potential stock govs redraw. Oh, I think that's a mistake.
Oh
Truman's
yeah, because
around.
Truman.
Truman
Yeah,
is around. Yeah, that is a mistake. Okay,
I don't know.
well,
I really don't understand Czechoslovakia. I really don't. Everybody loves Czechoslovakia, and it's never. I've never once seen that one matter in Czechoslovakia, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, obviously, there's that one game out of 1,000 where it matters for the tear down realigns in the late war, and it prevents your opponent from puppeting in or something. But okay,
But when have you ever filled Czechoslovakia? All right, we can deal with this later.
this is unusual. This is a monster for Ryan here. He doesn't get
Yeah,
decall, so he's sad not to have decall. Other than that, this is amazing. He's got 3-4 ops. He's got a Duck 5-year plan. Obviously held through D-Star. This is great for Ryan.
yeah, really no problems. I mean, you can space one of the wars if you so choose. Um, I do hate losing the Korean War in this circumstance and losing access to both.
Yeah, losing access to that jam or
Well,
poke with
yeah, and
North Korea.
also, and then South Korea becomes, impenetrable.
Yeah.
Harry helpfully counted the ops, 22 of them.
Yeah, that's a lot. And now both players at this point with plenty to do with their ops. Iran, Pakistan, India are battlegrounds that are typically filled by the end of turn 2. They are empty. Obviously, Africa empty as well. That's about to be filled up with decall. Have we seen defectors? No. Okay. Well, we could have seen a decall headline there, but I think obviously Antonio is going to want to wait until DEF CON is at 2. So there's Vietnam, and now a coup.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Just a one-op coup. So yeah, Ryan's got to refill that.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yep. This is a no-brainer.
Yes, I
I
think
don't,
that's what you do.
I wouldn't even. You could consider Indonesia as well. A 4-op and go Indonesia as well. But
Yeah, that's
with
maybe actually a
with
little bit
decall
better.
coming,
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of like that. We have plenty of ops for that, but this is fine. You could allow a second. You can allow a second coup here.
Yeah, and then you can take Angola and Algeria
Yeah, I would take Angola,
and get one
Algeria,
into Burma.
Indonesia. Okay, and there goes Truman. So there goes the Italy access. So we
Mhm.
said it. Now, obviously, SocGov's not around, but yeah, I think that was a mistake. That needed to go Austria. I like Czechoslovakia better if Italy's already at 4. Yeah, this is the play. Okay. But with Italy at 3, it's got that had to be Austria.
I challenge anybody to go find me a game where Czechoslovakia got filled up with two ops after the Comic Con point went in there, and then it mattered.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, Czechoslovakia might matter in like one of those rare situations where it's like you're filling up all the countries in Europe to either stop a dom or control something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's. I have never seen it matter from like a realign
No, that's
situation
true.
in the like.
Harry also pointed out astutely something we didn't mention. One Algeria probably would have been fine there, and put your fourth op into Burma to threaten Western Asia there. That would have been annoying.
Yeah, I do like Burma, yeah, because now he's got a head start on you there, but he's also got plenty of other things
So
to
I
do.
think, yeah, this is fine. And then, yeah, now you can do Burma. So Ryan's doing all the things that we want him to do. He's doing them in a different order, but he's doing all the things. Yeah, and Saharan states make perfect sense. You got good coup cards here. If Antoine rather decides he wants to coup in Saharan states, otherwise you get Nigeria. You can fill up South Africa, and then yeah, just threaten Western Asia there.
So, was the decal headline better? I know DEFCON was at 4 and you're going to give up a coup, but would just allowing the U.S. to take Algeria and Angola like that. I mean, just when it's known, you got to drive the DEFCON down 2 levels there. I, I'm wondering if you just a decal is just better as a headline.
Yeah. So what do you do? So with decal headline, you got to go Angola, Zaire, Nigeria, probably Indonesia or Lao. I guess you go
Yeah,
Lao,
Lao.
and then you coup Libya, I guess, and then you eat a coup in Africa, right? Or I guess you could leave DEFCON at 4. That's probably what you do, especially if you're purged. You leave DEFCON at 4, allow a coup in Africa, then you get a coup back in Africa. That wouldn't have been
Right.
bad. Yeah, maybe decall headline was better. Now, have we seen defectors? Is it in Antoine's hand?
I don't recall whether or not we've seen defectors or not.
Because that would be obviously a reason not. Like
Yes.
you don't want to headline a known decall if defectors is unaccounted for. Now, sometimes you'll do it in a situation where a decall is not going to do much outside the headline. But okay, so yeah, as it winds up, Antoine only gets one African battleground.
Right. Nothing in Asia.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan's going to give the war here.
Uh,
Miss
yeah,
there.
I just, oh man, I would have spaced it. I just hate losing that. I just hate it so much.
Yeah.
I hate it so much.
Why not one Pakistan there?
I don't know. Yeah, that
France could have waited, right?
you would
I
think.
like just getting at least one into Pakistan.
I know, because I almost would have left France at 3 and just done the two Mexico and take Pakistan.
Yeah.
A lot of open battlegrounds all over the place here. No,
Yeah,
Ryan doing
critical
his.
countries. Again, Pakistan, India, Iran, still unspoken for. Israel, empty. Saudi Arabia, empty. Mexico, empty. And South Africa, not taken either. So, a lot to do here heading into the mid war. Um, IP, have we not seen IP war? Does Antoine have IP war and defectors? I guess,
Well, no, IP War was turn 1, right? Ryan had a turn 1.
that's right. That's right. He did have a turn 1. Okay, blockade, redraw. So, that's fine. And then Duck should be what? You're going to take Pakistan?
Oh man, what do you do? Do you take
I,
Pakistan?
I like one in
One in
Pakistan.
Pakistan? Yeah, I think one in because you're threatening Iran that way too.
I don't understand why you don't put one. Okay, well, you know what? Obviously, France is a really important country, and I'm the first one to say that. Okay, one small step's a nice pickup. Southeast Asia, nice pickup. Europe is a nice pickup. Okay, this is pretty
Yep.
nice.
And
CMC,
CMC.
quite nice as well.
Yep. Just do that. and I don't really. I mean,
I think you're running to the
Portugal.
scorers table with CMC here.
Yeah, I mean, Portuguese would be bad. I
That's
mean,
bad no matter what.
Junta's obviously bad. Portuguese isn't like if because then what do you do with Like you play Portuguese, then you coup Angola, like
No, you probably coup Nigeria
right, and
and then
then
but you have access to South Africa.
yeah, all right, that's fine.
So,
But
Ryan would have spent a four op. He'd go to Angola and to South
yeah,
Africa. So
yeah.
either way, you're going to wind up keeping one and losing the other. This is a clear CMC for me. Not
No
sure
problems.
what Ryan is thinking about here.
I don't know either. I don't. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, yeah, okay, fine. You're worried about South America, but if he doesn't have Junta, now you're going to get to walk in for free.
Right. Not to mention protect Africa. You
Yeah.
know,
Well, that sucks, but it sucks less without.
because yeah, he can't coup now.
Yep. Now he's just going to try Hail Mary relines in Panama.
Which actually, like, what are this is a dumb question, but what are the odds of a coup versus the realigns? Are the realigns much worse?
So to get to oh wow, okay, so he's just going to dump South America right there. Well, the real lines have no chance to get you in.
That's true. That's
A
true.
coup has a one third shot to get you in. Um,
And I guess a 50-50 to
yeah.
kick him out.
Okay. So Ryan now, okay, does take Pakistan. I don't know why we had to wait this long, but okay. Um, he takes Pakistan. And
I
one small
might
step is
use.
going to be an event for sure, but that can wait. And then he wants to get rid of these scorings.
Why did he Antoi? What was the deal with scoring South America like that? You're worried about ABM or Brush, I guess.
Maybe he has other a
Probably
pile of other
yes.
scorings that he has to deal with.
Maybe that's possible.
Um,
That would cause that would I would pause on that. I mean, getting Dom is hard
yeah, I don't know if
there.
I'd have gone,
So
but I would have at least taken Brazil because you want to
yeah,
spread
that's what
out
I was
there
thinking.
anyway.
Right, right.
Um, with under CMC, I mean, you could go with the three Uruguay play, but under CMC, even that is questionable. Um, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, Ryan down 10, which is uncomfortable, but
He's gonna
doesn't
get a bunch
have
here back.
doesn't have a bad region here. Middle East is about to get bad, but I got to spend some ops to do it, and even then, it's not going to be a huge scoring for
Well,
him.
yeah, he's got nine VPs in his score in his hand right here.
Yeah,
So
so he's not worried. Um, might have thought about taking Philippines there. Um, okay, well, you know what? The fifth in France turns out great.
hmm.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
assume we
So
see Middle East scoring here, and I wonder how eager we are to flip Pakistan with the China card.
not going to affect Dom, so I wouldn't be that eager.
Yeah, you can just take India too. Um, I would assume Middle East
Oh,
scoring. No,
there it
okay.
is.
All
Okay, so he's
right.
going to want to flip Pakistan. Ryan could just spend, like you said, Ryan could just spend four ops and take India here. But even if he doesn't, yeah.
I don't know. Do you do that or yeah, count up countries
No,
here
I
because
don't like
I'm
that. We're
yeah,
way ahead on countries.
right. Well, I was gonna say I'd rather just take Burma and the Phil. Oh, I guess he scored Southeast Asia already. Never mind.
Oh yeah, he scored. Yeah, he
That.
scored it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
All
okay.
right.
It's. I don't think we need India, but I also don't know that we have a better use of ops here.
Yeah, I was gonna say with Southeast Asia, then Burma, Philippines, but since it's already gone,
It's probably too
sure.
early for Israel, even though it would stop Middle East Dom.
No.
It's a four-op play that can be answered by a one, so I don't think that's very good. I
This is
mean, this is fine. You could still get an IP war on or brush and flip Pakistan and get Dom. Okay, well he had Asia, so
yeah, I think he has Middle East too.
yeah. So that explains why he
Yeah,
dumped
South
South
America.
America so
Yeah.
quickly. Is that he's got a fistful of scorings here. Okay, this should be one small step event to stop the double.
Yep.
South African's very annoying here, so we're going to go ahead and space that as well, and then we'll
Yep.
UND stall. Neither player. Oh, okay. Marshall, very nice.
Yeah. I mean, Europe just scored.
That's true.
But yeah, tough hand for the Soviets here, obviously. I think what would we have? We had De Gaulle. Um, what else do we
De
play?
Gaulle, Marshall. I had South America, Asia. Now he had Junta,
You did have Junta,
so
which was very
that's not
helpful.
bad. So okay, and now with four ops, yeah, I like the one Israel. This is fine. Overprotect Pakistan. This has got to go space. You hit the roll. Okay, no headline peak for anybody, and neither player with mill ops.
No one's
And
getting them.
nobody's getting them. So you got three ops here. This should be. I assume we're going to go ahead and. Oh,
Well,
okay. Well,
oh,
now
we
I know
spoke
what we're
too
going to
soon.
do
Okay.
with our three. So this will be an easy Zaire coup.
Yeah, real tough hand there for the Soviets. That was brutal.
Yeah, and now Africa sitting there at I believe 8. Okay, garbage ops. No problems, but terrible ops.
Man, are you Kennedying and
I
just
was
getting rid of the one-ops?
thinking about that. Do you Kennedy this? I mean, IP War is an event. The Pope is an event. You could headline defectors. You could headline missile envy. Panama, even Panama Canal is an annoying event. But yeah, you just have no ops.
I don't know. I don't understand this.
Okay, really doesn't want to get cooed in Africa.
Would have been missile envy and it would have worked out great.
Well, I think we're going to see missile envy on AR1.
Yep.
I think, yeah. Okay, so now you're cooing
This is
Angola.
another pretty tough hand here for the Soviets. I mean,
Yeah,
this
that's a lot of blue
that's
cards showing up all at once.
that's rough. I mean, you can't space grain.
No, you're going to have to hold grain, and you're going to have to give OAS. No. Just coup
No, no,
Angola.
yeah. Do this. Okay, well, should have could Brazil.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so CIA now he knows. Let's see if Muslims happens. I think I forget what the other options. Usuri. I think you get Usuri.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
there it is. Okay. So
So, but Usuri is not
Easter doesn't really
terrible
do
either.
anything either. Yep. This is the time for this. Miss on the roll.
Okay, and now, yeah. Okay, now what are our? See, now I'm kind of interested in Missile NB because I does he have any more three ops?
Um, I'm not remembering. No, he's got EEU.
Okay, all
So
right, yeah.
okay,
So
yeah, I like. I mean, you could even just trigger the Pope mid-turn.
yeah, just make him. You know his hand sucks.
Uh, it takes South Africa if you're going to do this. Yeah, this is
Yes, this
fine.
is what he's gonna do. That's fine. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I don't mind triggering the Pope mid-turn, and then he could repair, and then you could. I mean, you could even event missile envy. Um,
Well, right. Can you put him in a position, as Harry's pointing out? You can snipe grain, although I'm not sure that you want to.
no, you don't want to snipe grain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now I pope. Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
I want
Yeah,
to. I want to event missile envy before we see grain. Um, and then we're not obviously we're not going to see grain. You want to leave grain in his hand as long as you can. Okay, well now you can't event missile envy.
yeah. The CIA headline. I mean, I guess it worked out pretty well for him.
Yes,
But man, it'd be
Mislenby would have been
nice.
much better, but you don't know that. He really didn't want to give up that coup in Africa.
Yeah, sure, but it's a two-up coup. I mean, I know it's in Africa, so it's probably enough. Um, my issue is less about the missile being more about I just CIA being in the deck. I don't know. I think that's pretty scary, especially because he's on space three. He
Yeah.
can't space two ops already. So that's more to me what it was about than
Okay, and
potential
he's
missing.
about to give up OAS.
Okay, it's reasonable. Brush is unseen.
Brush and
I,
ABM, I believe.
I kind of like that. I like that play actually. Um, can't do much else. Doesn't do anything for you because Brush of Italy is like one of the things that could really turn this around. I definitely think Ryan is ahead here.
Yes.
Obviously, Abac can control, and so I don't know what Israel gets you, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're going to have to fill Israel if you want to stop Middle East Dom in the long term. I think I might go one Argentina, one Chile, but this is. I guess you. Okay, no, that's fine. You're going to take Argentina with Miss Linby. Oh, okay.
That's reasonable. No, I think you got to get one into Uruguay there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think, yeah.
Keep access. I like that. Now the board is even headed into turn 6, but Central has 5 for Ryan, and Africa's another 10. Ooh, just goes Israel again.
Hmm.
Okay,
Okay,
Ryan
well, he
gets
gets brush war.
Rush, which I'm very happy to get.
And since you've seen Gunman, now I'm thinking Kennedy here because you got four easy discards.
Yeah, especially because you want to hunt for Africa.
Right. Yeah, that's another good
So you
point.
want to get rid of Central. Certainly, you're going to see a coup in Africa. Um,
Yeah, save brush war for that. So I think you just headline Kennedy. Save brush war for the coup in Africa retaliation. I mean, I suppose if you're going to play Nixon for the points, you could do it now. I guess Central, we haven't seen Libs, so that's a problem. So
yeah, Libs is an issue.
I think this is Kennedy.
What are you hoping to hit with Omit? Not much.
Middle
OPEC.
East, OPEC, Middle East
Yeah,
and OPEC.
Middle East and OPEC's pretty much it. Yep, there it is. So that'll be a nice 4 VPs.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I would discard omit.
Omit not particularly strong on turn 6 with and just seeing Middle East like that.
Well, right, no, yeah, no, I know. I was gonna think about holding it. Um,
Yeah, okay. Well now you get Libs and Fidel, which is very annoying.
no. It's great. It was sent. I mean, I get you're happy to know, obviously,
Yes, you
like
I guess I'm
they
sorry. You
weren't in your
wish they were
opponent's
coming.
hand.
You wish they were
Yes,
coming turn 7.
but
Um I get
but
and
now you
yeah.
don't have to panic here. And now, do you? Do you? I guess you don't really have the ops to take Cuba. Um, yeah,
No, you do not have I mean you could play China, I guess.
I don't
Um
think you want to do that.
no. It's just going to be coup in Africa. I think you just brush that
I
back
would just brush that
immediately, not
immediately.
even think about it, and roll a classic
Uh,
two.
okay, see now this is a problem because if your opponent is Africa, we're getting Saharan states coup, and now we got to do a bunch of stuff.
Nope,
Oh,
nope. Just happy to get out for 6. Yeah, and
interest.
Ryan would like to space here, but he doesn't have a space card, so I think you just dump Central, right? Take your 5.
Yeah, I mean you can play kitchen now too, although I don't know that the kitchen situation's changing. Um,
No,
yeah, that's
I
fine.
don't want Guatemala getting cooed.
That's fair.
I would count up the battlegrounds before I did that. Maybe Ryan realized, but even then, I don't like what battleground is changing hands here.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah, yeah,
Egypt
yeah.
could be
Could be
taken for
Egypt,
OPEC.
Egypt. Yeah.
Then you're
I
going to
don't
break it
know.
with Camp David. I don't know. I would have scored Central
Yeah.
first because I'm worried about a Guatemala coup, but all right.
Yeah. I think if you get a big Guatemala coup, then I put three in Cuba and one in Mexico with China
Yeah.
at that point.
ABM is also around, but I've got to think we would have seen it headlined instead of Middle East. Okay, Salt for Purge. All right, well, I'm just dumping Central now. Don't don't mess around with that.
Okay. We're gonna. Okay.
No.
No. I
No,
don't.
I don't know. I don't like this. This is way too aggressive for my taste. Yeah, coup Pakistan with China under Salt?
Okay. Well, I mean, I think you might have to use Purge, take that back, and now you're
Okay.
cool with all these other cards. So I guess you're protecting Africa that way.
I would have
Um,
rather just scored Central, which frees up Fidel if we have to give it. Okay, there's.
yeah, I guess that's the other thing he's thinking is he doesn't have to.
Okay, and we
Whoa,
scored Central. Well, now we're going to give up a
whoa.
coup in Nigeria.
Why? I think the one of the benefits there of cooing Pakistan is make him fix it, and then you coup again,
Yeah,
and
and
so you don't
now
get.
we're giving up a Nigeria coup.
Yeah, I don't.
I love. Okay, well, you rolled a one, but I love the Camp David event normally, but I would have blown it for a coup there to stop. I would have just cooed Zaire with it to protect Nigeria, but
Yeah,
his play worked
yeah.
out better because Antoine rolled a one.
Yeah, I think I'd rather play Nixon or even Fidel, frankly. I guess you can hold both of them, so I guess that's what you're gonna do, but that's a gross way to start your turn seven hand.
Self trap.
So trap.
Fine. Yeah, Nixon China back, and then Brezhnev fixes that, and then you're gonna hold those two terrible cards with those two terrible unspaceable cards. Oh, and a miss.
Hmm.
But voice is still unseen, right?
Yes, I believe
So
so.
we'll see it. We'll see if Ryan gets it. He does. Wow, gets voice and ABM. Antoine trapped gets Sadat as well. There's another nice hand. Gets another space card in OPEC and
And
a central redraw. Oh boy, this is a monster.
well, now you can do some stuff because
Is this GG potentially?
well, Central's eight. You have to Central in space, right?
Yeah, you could ABM fill Cuba score central in space theoretically. Obviously, I don't think you would use ABM for that purpose, but yeah.
You have Camp David for another one if you need it. I
What is voice gonna do here?
I don't know what voice is gonna do. You can, I mean, Asia.
I guess you could flip over Pakistan.
Yep, you
I
can.
guess that's the play. Flip over Pakistan gives us domination. But I would rather use ABM to flip over Pakistan.
Yeah, I kind of like your. I don't know. I might do the ABM Cuba score it thing.
Yeah, I mean, if Antonio doesn't headline something that can contest the board, um, okay, well, that is something that can contest the board. So yeah, and that also is a situation where maybe voice would have been better held.
Yes, most definitely. So big roll coming up here on Mexico.
Yeah, but is he even going to go into Mexico, or are you just going to repair Chile?
Yeah, and just like who Argentina.
Yeah,
Yeah, is that better? Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could still coup Mexico and hope you get a 5 or a 6, but with you being
No,
trapped,
I think if you're gonna go after Mexico, you gotta put the two in there and then coup it. I understand the Chile thing. I think if you're going Chile, I'd rather coup Argentina.
Yeah. You also know
Y-
you're going to eat an ABM coup. This is a tough time here for Antonio and
Yeah.
Ryan. Just hoping he fills Chile back up. Coup is Argentina. Yep, there. That's exactly what he's going to do. Oh, and he gets the
Oh,
6.
6.
Wow. So he takes back South control.
Okay, Ryan obviously displeased. All right, what do you
Oh,
do
well,
if
very
oh
happy about
no.
that.
Oh no. Okay, well now.
Now you
Ugh.
space, right? Don't you want to space?
No, 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 because you want to coup Argentina, and if it doesn't flip it, you want the opportunity to.
No, I
Okay.
want to try and win the game right here. Because if you space, that means Central wins us the game.
No, you have to take Cuba first for that to
Yes,
be the
yeah,
case.
right, right. But and now that we know we're not going to be able to win the game because we missed on that space roll, um, we can do
Well,
something else.
yeah, but I think the concern is a South America redraw.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You're concerned about a South American redraw.
Yes, that I'm concerned about that. And so that's what I was going to say. Just coup Argentina, because then you're guaranteed to flip it over one way or another. Uh, uh,
Yeah. Ryan has a nice hand here, but not a lot of ops. So okay, gonna take Pakistan. Yeah, take an Asia Dom. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
no, I agree. I think this is fine.
And
I
we're
don't.
just gonna hope that Antonio does not have South America. This is fine. Let's not. I wouldn't overthink this. This is fine.
I like the one Colombia there.
Yeah, this is fine. Antonio's play was a good one, whether he had South America or not. And it's unfortunate for him that Ryan is about to drop another 5 at least from Central on his head, but nothing that. But I thought his play was a good one.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunate for
So
him that he
you're.
missed 2 voice rolls, two
I think
trap
I.
rolls.
Yes. Yeah. That's always unfortunate. Okay. That doesn't
I
do
don't
anything.
understand that at all. That does nothing.
Okay. I was gonna see if you might take Cuba there. Um, it's 3 extra VPs.
I mean, I would have absolutely taken it if we'd hit that space roll,
Yeah,
but
obviously.
now you don't. You stay out of there. You're also gonna have to give one of these events,
Yeah, that's true.
and you don't want to activate Ortega because you can't space him. Cultural is in the deck, I believe. Another card that I believe is in the deck is Blockade. Is that accurate? Because Blockade, I believe, was spaced.
With space, but I feel like Antonio played it for ops at one point.
I thought Antonio played it for ops in the mid-war.
Right. Yes. Oh, you're saying
It's
okay.
in.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not saying it's in
Yeah.
Antonio's hand. I'm saying it's
Okay.
in the deck for the late war.
Yeah. Yeah. That right there was an argument to do Camp David first.
Yeah,
But he's not going to pursue. He's
both
not going
players
to.
need mill ops. You're giving this. I just coup that back. Fine. Which one? I assume you want to give Fidel here.
I would rather
Much
give
rather give
Fidel.
Fidel the. You know where the ops are going to go. Then Fidel's gone. That doesn't really matter. Turn 7.
I guess you can defend against libs.
You can also use Fidel. Yeah, you can also use Fidel to go into Nicaragua. Whereas Libs
Yeah,
could
take
do
Egypt
something.
back.
Yeah.
And you're gonna need to, yeah. Well, I guess you don't have to, but I'd like to overprotect Pakistan.
Yes. Yes. I'd like to do that.
Well, too late for that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Nicaragua. I would have just gone 1 Egypt there and 1 Pakistan. I don't know that the second in Pakistan matters that much. Okay.
No, you know what I would headline, Justin?
A 5-year plan.
Yes, I
would
would.
be my play as well.
As we just saw, we will bury you. So,
5-year plan is fine here. Yeah, I like 5-year plan.
yeah, we just saw we will bury you. So I don't think there's much risk. No, that doesn't.
North Sea. I guess North Sea is fine. You're going to space Muslim. It cleans out your hand. North Sea, I mean, stops OPEC, which is not nothing. And then, yeah, it cleans out your hand because you're probably just going to stomach libs. And then you go into turn 9, get you an extra card.
Just 5-year plan is better.
North Sea is fine, but yes, 5-year plan's better.
More fun to
Was OPEC
mod
was OPEC seen
mod.
last turn? Did I miss that? Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
there
OPEC
it
was
is.
last turn. My bad. My bad.
So
Yeah. So yes, we saw. Sorry, OPEC is in the discard, so forget about that. Yeah, 5-year plan is much better here. Yeah, if Antoine wants to headline Cal, and then we pull Duck, we're going to go ahead and applaud him.
yes, agreed. That's I think the only circumstance that we are concerned about. Um, both players really thinking about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't really be thinking about this. Iran-Iraq War does nothing. Yeah, one small step is an interesting card and could lead to a game of chicken here, but obviously it of course is not a headline. Yeah, this is the play, Ryan. 5-year plan is the play.
Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm Brian, I'm spacing as soon as possible because you hit it great. If you don't, that and he hits it. Ooh,
Yeah, you have two ways to win. Two ways to win that. You get the roll or you get
right.
one small step off. Okay, so purge is annoying, but you can still space Muslims, and the rest of these cards aren't that bad. Okay, one up coup is Zaire. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, I like that. It's a good play by the Soviets there. Just, what do you care? They're gonna coup Argentina, well purged.
I actually like that Egypt coup is not bad.
I think Egypt. Yeah,
50 shot
yeah,
here
Egypt.
to
Yeah, yeah. Stop Dom. Yep, I like the Egypt coup as well.
yeah, Iran-Iraq war could theoretically be an event, but lads will definitely not be an event. Okay, well we're gonna roll a 1. So I don't. Even a 6 on Argentina doesn't do anything. It doesn't flip the country. So I would have picked a different country, but it doesn't matter. He rolled a 1. Oh boy, where's this going?
Italy, right? Yep.
Oh, he hits it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay.
Space.
Space, yes. And I mean, South America comes out here, and
I don't
this
think he
is,
had. I mean, I think it's pretty clear that Antoine did not have Middle East. He would have scored it there before brushing. Oh, okay. So and he's got Europe. Okay, now space.
seven VP roll on that brush war.
Yeah, big roll. So
I mean,
we
the game was over if he didn't hit it.
yeah. Okay, big roll here. All right, Ryan, perhaps not happy to see that miss. You probably would have been happy to concede the 3 VPs to jump ahead
Yeah.
and discard libs.
And activate Star Wars.
Yep. Okay, North Sea doesn't really do anything at this point.
No.
Warsaw, you really don't want to give up, but
Yeah, you can't do this, but he can't. No, no, no. Oh,
so what are we gonna do? This is gonna go 2 Mexico, 1 Guatemala, right?
yeah. I don't know why you don't put another one in Mexico first. Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
We'll see Guatemala coup.
I don't like the way that was played. I would have just taken the realignment chances with your opponent purged.
I would overprotect. I would overprotect Panama before I overprotected Mexico, but okay. We still need to get a mill op, so we'll coup with one small step, and I guess yeah. So he gave lib, so he's not going to give Warsaw here. You still could hold one small step in theory. All right, well, yeah. But yeah, I like hanging on to Warsaw for one more round. Maybe you get Chernobyl or something, flip it back. Yeah, Ryan up 12 VPs, and he's way ahead in Africa, but Middle East a draw, Asia a draw, Central a draw, Europe now he's slightly behind to a draw, and then South America. The big question is that scoring gonna come out before final or before War Games?
Yeah, I mean that is yes.
Brilliant
That's the only
analysis.
path.
I know
I know.
that's why people watch my channel, Ted.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's over if South America doesn't come out, obviously. I mean, there's just you don't have a chance here. I don't think. I mean, we'll see. That turn went poorly for Ryan. Okay. Well, you know what I would do, Justin?
Yeah,
Um,
so yeah, well, Cal in your hand, so Missile Envy pretty much is,
yeah,
and Missile
I
Envy
think
is
teardown's
basically
better
safe
here
here.
though. But
I
I think
think I like
teardown's better.
Teardown, just get an Italy coup. You even a 6 doesn't flip it. Um,
Yeah,
but getting 3 into East Germany is also nice.
right. Because East Germany's at 3 right now.
Is it a 3?
Yeah, it's at
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
It's at 3.
I like Teardown.
Would you remember what was rolled in that brush war?
I don't remember. I thought it was a 6.
This is 6. Okay. I
I
was
don't
gonna say
remember.
because you know Ryan was thinking about putting that one in Spain Portugal. I think to fend off brush war and actually now if you had done that, I guess there's only +1 realigns on Italy that way. But
We could
um,
go back and check. But also, Jeremy points out we missed, and Antoine does not have access to Italy. So if Ryan it just empties it, he flips it.
yes, he does not because of the weird Czechoslovakia fetish amongst
Yep,
the TS
yep.
community.
No, all right. So someone who was watching closer
Brush
than
was
we
a
were
4.
said
Yeah,
Brush
see
was a
that
four.
man?
Yep.
That Spain Portugal. He was really in the way. I mean, I guess he did eventually fight off Middle East Dom. So there is that. But I really liked the Spain Portugal play that he was considering.
Okay. All right. So thank you to the chat for being our eyes and ears on that one. Yeah, Down's a great headline here.
Yeah, I think it's tear
You
down.
also
I
don't
just
want to get it hit with Aldrich. Like,
right.
yeah, there it is. So
There
Aldrich
it
will
is. Yeah.
now hit Cal, presumably. Yeah, you just take a nice coup of Italy and just no, don't do this. Yeah, you get a 2/3 shot of.
Yeah, here you need a
I wonder
6.
if Ryan is missing. Ryan may be missing what I missed.
Yeah, and the no adjacency thing.
Was the no adjacency? Yeah, okay, and he doesn't. So Antoine does hang on to Italy, but he needs a 4-up to take both back right away. And now Ryan can safely space Warsaw, so that's not gonna. So Antoine will know that that's not gonna come to his rescue.
Doesn't really matter between the two fours, to be honest.
No, neither will be an event.
And in Star Wars, there's something to be said for that. I think I still discard one of the fours, but Star Wars is scary.
Yeah, only a 25% chance that it's active though, and I think if
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
Antoine, you
yeah,
have to take that risk.
yeah.
Unless you don't have a space card. If Antoine doesn't have a space card, I would get rid of Star Wars because then it's a 50% chance it's active.
Yeah. I don't know what's off the top of my head and what's in the discard. Well, here we go.
Junta and ADM,
Junta, voice.
boy, yeah, lots of bad stuff. Yeah, if I'm Antoine and I have something I want to space, I would. I'm behind enough here, especially if I don't have South America in my hand. I'm behind enough that I would risk.
Yeah, you got to risk it. I agree. Um, yeah, Star Wars or I mean, Brush War. I think if Star Wars comes to pass here, it's actually I think I'm looking at Brush War for
Yeah.
South America. I think that's just your best shot. 50-50.
Oh, he does take the. Okay, Quag. All right, why? Why Quag?
Well, us. Oh,
Just let him dump. I mean, okay, you're hoping for a missed roll, obviously. That's a desperation play there. That can only say that he's just hoping for a missed roll because otherwise you wouldn't let him dump Warsaw like
Well,
that for
yeah, you know
free.
what? He doesn't have four to take back Europe. Oh,
I don't understand that.
I think just take Italy and just be done
Just
with it.
take Italy.
Just put all four in the Italy. I don't. I
I
mean,
mean, East Germany's
okay.
fine. Warsaw's gone.
Yeah,
Salt is gone too, right? Let's just be clear about that.
yeah. So I'll get a
He's
mentor.
not baiting him into taking East Germany. I don't understand. And also, U.S. Japan is whatever, right? That is not anything.
Um, yeah,
U.S.
yeah,
Japan doesn't
yeah.
matter. Just take
I don't
both
know.
of those
Yeah,
countries back.
I agree. I mean, I wouldn't have been thrilled to play U.S. Japan, but I think it's pretty easy. Just take both of those back and be done with
Also,
it.
you have if your plan was to space U.S. Japan, I would have taken one of the fours and not taken Star Wars.
Right. Yes. Yes. That's another good point. I think the point we were making on this many in the chat was making that like yeah, if you don't have any space cards, then Star Wars is more enticing. Um,
Yeah, U.S. Japan doesn't affect domination.
yeah.
Giving up Italy there seems highly questionable. There, I do not understand that.
Okay. Yep. I like this.
Ryan
I like
sensing
this.
weakness
Yep.
here.
Yep. And just why? Yeah. Just cut off the last path to victory. I mean, who cares if he takes Europe back? Whatever. East Germany does not matter. And so I think. Um, okay. Fine. You know his hand. I don't understand. Like you knew that wasn't going to work.
Well, Ryan now does have to miss an AR, but still, maybe Antonio has blockade and plans to play at AR7. I'm reaching here. I don't understand why he's playing the hand the way he is.
Now, Brian, I don't agree with that. I'd be really overprotecting Argentina there.
Yeah. Ryan needs his mill ops.
Hmm. I am okay. Well, that was the thinking, I guess, on Japan.
Yeah.
But I feel like this was a decently strong hand for the Soviets, and it just was played out of
Yeah.
order.
I do not.
This is where the one and a half speed, because what did he headline?
He headlined Aldrich.
Okay, which fine, fine, fine. Um,
All right. So you
you know, I,
flip over
I
Lao. You flip over Lao.
I don't know. I just Europe's so much more
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
valuable.
6 countries to four. So Antoine cannot. So and Ryan's got to get his mill ops. Okay, so Ryan gets his mill ops. So Antoine can score Asia Dom if he has it here for 5, but he's going to give 2 of those right back on mill ops. Okay, well he gets Asia Dom off, but at the cost of mill ops and at the cost of Italy. All right, well this hand sucks. Um, and not to
Yeah,
mention hostage crisis terrorism loses you the game. There's a clear defectors for me, isn't it? Are you going
yes.
to go Chernobyl and try and do the Europe thing?
No, no, no. I don't think there's any reason to do
I
that.
don't think you need to do that with Reformer around.
I could see an argument for I'm not keeping that close to attention of what's in the deck, but I mean, is South America safe here? Huta, I think, is in the discard.
Who
Russia's in the discard. ABM's in the discard.
Yeah, you could headline South America. I'm worried about hostage crisis and terrorism, though. Those are both around. And we have gunmen in our hand and no outs.
Oh, and so that I see what you're
Hostage
saying. So
crisis and
maybe that
terrorism
could.
is GG if it doesn't hit gunmen.
Right. And so defector stops the hostage
Yeah.
crisis. Yeah.
Blockade is also around, although we're about to get East Germany, so losing West Germany is not really a factor. Reformer, quite annoying too, with Italy sitting at 3-1. This is a clear defectors for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're going to, and yeah, you hope that, yeah, obviously a successful coup on Argentina is really, really bad. Um,
Yeah, now if it's right, but if you even if you keep that one in there, then you can play Chernobyl and poke Chile.
yeah, you
Um,
still have to deal with
you
the
have to.
potential realigns, though.
Yeah, there's all sorts of bad
Yeah,
stuff that can happen.
I don't want to deal with a reformer headline. I don't want to deal with a hostage crisis headline. I would rather give up that coup in Argentina. I like defectors here. Okay, well, you know what? This is why Ryan's a better player than I am.
Okay, well, there's no blockade, no reformer.
Wow.
It's good
Okay,
to know.
great play by Ryan. I was terrified of the scary stuff that Antoine could have.
I think you were right there. I was thinking about South America just because I'm scared about that Argentina coup because I do think that that was kind of the one way you could potentially lose this game.
Yeah,
Because that gets flipped and scored twice. That's 20 VP.
that's true. I mean, yeah, right now it's 2, and it would be 8, assuming we got presents, so it would be 12. But, have a reformer headline that flips Italy and gets him West Germany back is a big problem, too.
Africa coup. We don't
The
really
other
care
thing is we
about
have
that.
Glasnost. So we have Glasnost to take a coup um, anywhere we damn well please. Now we don't have to wait on Glasnost. Okay, that's a nice space roll. Be able to get Middle East out.
Yeah, I think Ryan has this well in hand here.
Yep, pretty clear that he does. There was a turtle. Middle East. Yeah.
Yeah, just why bother? I mean, I suppose if you really want to get cheeky with it, you could have done again Chernobyl and poke some things, but I see no reason for that. Chernobyl, you're perfectly happy to defend things with. I also think you got to spend some time. Okay, whatever. I think you got to put one, yeah, do that. That's fine. I think you got to spend some time in Southeast Asia here as well.
Yeah. You're
Um,
down 6
uh,
countries to 4, so that's salvageable down
I
there.
mean, three in Japan is just fine. Just be done with it.
Yeah. Okay, so we did have terrorism, but no hostage crisis. Now you got to play China. Well, you were just going to play China anyway.
Okay, so Ryan could lose the game here by playing cultural for China.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to do that. I would honestly just put him in Japan and be done, but that's me.
Yeah, no, I like Japan here. U.S. Japan's out of the deck, so I like 4 Japan, 1 India. It's better
Yeah,
than this.
yeah. Because I mean, I suppose Soviets could take Japan. I don't. I mean, I think you're fine if you're ops racing in Japan, but yeah, Ryan, it's good. You're winning, buddy. Okay.
Yeah, I think Ryan's ahead on the board. Even if you don't count the 10 BPs,
Yeah,
he has
I
this
would
on the
agree.
board. War games is not good enough.
Okay, fine, whatever. Just overprotect
Overprotect
that.
that.
Yeah,
Overprotect that.
I don't know why you're gonna let him keep poking you there.
Okay, fine. Take Central Dom.
It's also East Germany. Like I don't understand.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
there's
okay.
Africa. Glasnost coup. Where? South America. Gonna take just go Venezuela here.
It's fine as well.
That is fine. Okay, so a nice win for Ryan. He wins this one to get off to a good start in his Champions League play. We have yet to have an Atlantic League representative advance past the group stage, so perhaps Ryan will be the first. Andrew Ahern also upset Tomasz Devaro in group play as well, and Gabriel Panic is getting underway in his group play. So looking forward to seeing some games from those guys. But Ryan is going to finish this one up here, unless he misclicks Gunman. Nope, he didn't do that. So 21 VPs and a nice game and a good win for Ryan. Ted, any final thoughts on this one?
No, that was fun. That was fun. Thanks for having me, Justin.
Yeah, this was a couple of good games, interesting games. So Ted, I know you've got one game left on your ITSL season. Best of luck in that one. Hope to see you in the playoffs. And thanks everybody for tuning in. Looks like we had Jeremy. I think JR tuned in. Michael Panettiere, thank you, Michael. Milo Mindbend, whose name I don't know. Harry, thank you for watching. A lot of folks tuning in at this on short notice. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ted, for joining. But until next time, this is Justin Abramson for Ted Livermore. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.